Hello, good morning. My name is Shamash. Today we're going to be talking about the benefits of changing your normal routine, and we'll be talking some of the science benefits of it too. See you in about 30 seconds. Hello, my name's Shamash. I'm author of Mindfulness for Dummies, and we are live right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. So thank you very much for joining me. And today we're going through the next day of the Action for Happiness calendar called New Ways November. So today we're on a special day today. First of all, it's the 5th of November. Happy Guy Fawkes Day and Guy Fawkes Night. And also, today is a 4-week, well, some people call it lockdown. I'm calling it a retreat experience for the next 4 weeks for England. And so some of you may have more time. You may be at home a bit more and have more time to do some of these activities, which there's some benefits there for sure. So I'm going to be talking about today's activity, which is number 5, which is change your normal routine today and notice how you feel, which is why I've put a different t-shirt on. I'm wearing a baseball cap back to front, which is see-through. I'm changing my routine a bit. I'm going to be talking about the scientific benefits to start with of actually changing your routine. Before I do that, why do we actually have routines? Why is routine a thing that we talk about? Well, when we have a routine, it's when we do something almost automatically. We're on autopilot. And when we do things automatically, we don't have to make conscious decisions. And the great thing about that is that making lots of decisions is hard. Every time we make a decision, it uses a certain amount of energy, and that energy goes down, 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 and eventually we run out of energy. We get what is called decision fatigue. And you've probably experienced this when you're really hungry. It's like maybe 3 p.m. You haven't had any lunch or maybe not breakfast. And you just can't decide which sandwich to get, for example. It's just impossible to decide. And you've got decision fatigue, or you can't make simple decisions in a meeting, and it just goes on and on. And that's when we try to make too many conscious decisions. However, what happens in our lives is that it becomes so habitual and we have so many habits going on in our lives that everything can become autopilot. And that, yes, you're not making many decisions, but actually there's some benefit in shaking things up a bit. And so perhaps today is an opportunity for you to do something a bit different, do something outside of your normal routine, like I'm doing a little bit today, and then notice what happens. One of the things I want to emphasize in this whole month, and I share with my mindfulness students as well, is start small. Do something really small. It doesn't have to be a huge thing, something that you do that's different from your routine and that is sustainable, because if even small changes make a difference. So what are the 4 benefits of shaking up your routine? So I'll share the link to the research on this, but first of all, it increases your focus because of novelty. The way our brain works is that if there's something that's happening, which is the same thing every day, then there's no need for more mindfulness and more focus, because your brain thinks, okay, this is a safe thing. This is not dangerous. Don't need to be extra mindful or extra focused. But when something new happens, automatically your focus increases, your mindfulness increases. And you've probably noticed this when you go on holiday or you go somewhere different. And suddenly you feel really present, really alive. The days go a little bit slower. You seem excited by small things. And I noticed that in London when I'm on the underground and I see other people who are on holiday in London, and they're on the tube and they're like, wow, they're taking photographs of a train coming into the platform, and they're taking photos of anything, probably taking photos of me, taking photos of telephone booths. It's novelty for them. It's new and it's exciting, and they feel really present, and they're probably much more focused than I am because they're in a new space. So when you shake something up from your normal routine, you're experiencing some novelty, and then your brain will automatically become more mindful. So it's a great way to be more focused is to do something a little bit different. So that's the first benefit. Second, you get better memory. And part of our brain that it deals with memories are hippocampus. And what they found in a study is that when you go to a new location from your normal place, somehow the part of your brain to do with memory, your hippocampus, gets stimulated. My guess is, again, you're stepping out of autopilot and your brain is thinking, oh, we're in a new situation. I need to be careful. I need to remember what's going on, but not in a negative way, in a more, almost a curious way. It wants to learn. Memory is obviously very much linked to learning and growth. So another great thing about stepping out of our routine is that. Thirdly, one of my favorites is that it helps you to be more creative. And this creativity is stimulated by a thing called neuroplasticity. So they say our brain is plastic, which doesn't mean that it's something that you can't recycle. It just means that it can change. It can adapt as you experience new things. And when we are doing something new or something different out of our normal everyday routine, new parts of your brain start getting stimulated and you start becoming more creative and you start thinking of new ideas. So another benefit of doing something different from your routine, even if it's just wearing some slightly different clothes, going on a different walk, speaking to a different person, cooking a different meal, gardening in a different way, or doing some gardening if you don't normally, doing a different type of exercise, learning something new. All these are going to stimulate um, different parts of your brain getting activated, and creativity, they say, is just at its essence is making new connections. And if you do something new and different, definitely going to stimulate creativity. That's probably why these kind of tech offices and modern offices, they design them where there's lots of play available, and they probably shape them and change them quite a bit with the opportunity to learn something new. And finally, perhaps lastly and most importantly, and perhaps that's a good opportunity for our New England 4-week retreat experience, is a time to reflect and reevaluate. So when you're stuck in your routine, then there's no real opportunity to reflect, to step back from it and to see if it's working for you or not. But if you step out of your routine, or you're forced to step out of your routine, you can think, okay, is this routine actually working for me? Am I doing the right kind of exercise, or am I really enjoying my work, or are these the people I want to spend all my time with? All these kinds of questions. So it's a great opportunity to, when you shake up your routine and maybe don't do any of your routines for a day, and just take a step back and say, hey, is this what I really want to do? So there's some tips there. Let's have a look in the comments if anyone's shared. Please, you can share now. Actually, just share in the comments what things you're going to do out of your normal routine. Hi there, Elspeth and Sandra. Happy Guy Fawkes. Beach t-shirt. Yeah, I think I got this on holiday somewhere. Actually, maybe I bought it in England. um, yeah, so let me know what you're thinking about in terms of what can you change from your routine. I know some people are a bit scared of that. You're so used to your routine, doing the same things every day. It almost gives you a sense of comfort. And comfort is great, but sometimes at first it comes as a guest and then eventually becomes a bit of a master. So we don't want to, a bit of comfort is good, but if we get too comfortable and too cozy in our routines and we repeat them too often, that's probably not healthy too. So we want to shake things up a bit. So let me know in the comments below what you decide to do, what you want to change. It can be just some very small, tiny thing like a different walk, a different route, talking about a different subject with your friends or family. Try doing something a little bit different. Okay, so Elspeth said going for a forest walk with a friend today, looking forward to being away from the desk. So that's a great example. And that combines other great well-being stuff like social contact, being in nature, doing something different. And so I'm just going to try and use her bike more. Oh, that's awesome. I need to use my bike. I just need to use my bike. I've got one, but I haven't used it for a while. Maybe I'll try that one. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for sharing your ideas here, T. Please share it with your friends and family if you want them to watch this as well. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for more fun. Tomorrow, what's it going to be? Give yourself a boost. Try a new way of being physically active. So we're going to think about physical activity tomorrow. Awesome. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow, and bye for now.